Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy. And if you do, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you stay up to date on further content. Yunan True, and welcome aboard the USS Shadowstar to this Starship visual review video for Star Trek Online. I'm Captain Ri'shad, aka the Renegade, and this is going to be a deep look at the visuals and design of one of Tzenkethi's, or the Tzenkethi's mightiest ships. She's huge. She's overbearing. She will brutally tear you to pieces. Hope you're comfortable. Got your Earl Grey tea, Canar, Romulan ale, blood wine, whatever you Vorta like to drink. Jemadar, I know you don't drink. Shush. Whoever you are, as long as you're comfortable. And I'm going to introduce to you the magnificent and majestic, so to speak, Tzen'tar. And my word, is she an interesting looking ship. Sorry. There we go. Much better. Restore the coloration. You see, this ship has its own colorated patterns that you can see. Probably just saw a change colour between gold and red back to the two whites there is on the primary hull. These are natural patterns to the Starship. The ship does not have any different materials nor windows, but does, very magnificently, come with the Tzenkethi bridge, showing that shortly. The raw fact that this ship has the Tzenkethi bridge, though, is a stunning advantage for it. With no hull modifications, you do have all the patterns, and these can lead to some very interesting looks. For example, if I equipped no Andromeda, I think it is, and change the first color palette, you can see that it's actually possible to change the material of the black sheets. It's a little bit hard to see under this light for some reason. That's kind of annoying. But you can sort of see the pattern is changing colour along with the whiter trim. It's nice to see that they've thought about that, giving us a little bit of a way to change how certain things look, much like with a Vorgon Raikunon carrier. I do make that ship entirely white. To see this with the Tzenketh was a nice little touch, but I'm going to be honest, I'm one of these people that likes its natural appearance, and as much as that's mine, I do believe you guys deserve its natural look. So let's take the natural look out, and first of all, let's take a look at its mighty bridge. It's huge, like seriously, and what's going on with it? It's got weird shield plating or glass plating around the entire edge. It's like all the walls had to then be reinforced with some variation of glass. Tzenketh and the Tzenkethi definitely have a unusual look, but I'm not going to complain. I love the look of Tzenkethi stuff. That L-cars are just amazing, but the whole ship to me just screams really well thought out, huge. It's one of the biggest bridges that we get for custom bridges. The only thing I don't like is well, last time I tried to test this, yep, you can't really go anywhere once you leave this area. Wait, that door was bugged out for me before. Hey, you can come in here. I'm really happy to see that. So the Tzenketh bridge is actually bigger than I thought it was. See, before that bit was bugged out. I thought that was just a bit of the map they didn't let you go into, left over from a mission. It's nice to see that we have this. It's a stunning and beautiful bridge. But then again, that really can be said about the entire ship. I mean, just look at her magnificent design. She's got a lot going for in design that I like. I mean, you can't really tell her weapon emplacement, so we're going to gloss over that. But let's get on to some details that I absolutely adore about her. First of all, the uniqueness in shape. Almost every ship, for some blasted reason with the Star Trek universe and most ship designs, seem to be going centered on the forward is more of a point and the rear can be bigger and bulkier. So I guess much like a battleship, it gets bigger towards the back. And that's almost all starships. The only ones that really alter away from this is certain Discovery ships where their saucer just happens to make them a bit bigger at the front. There is the light battle cruiser of the Klingon Empire. That one has the nacelles forwards and thusly makes itself sort of hammerheadish at the front. And there are some Romulan designs that give that sort of feel. Beyond that, you've only really got the Jem'Hadar Scarab ship, the strike ship, that is really got that unusual design, and that disappoints me. I'd like to have the bigger front, narrow, tight back end to a ship. So that's one of the things I love about this Tzenkethi ship. Moreover, I love the hammerhead feel. It feels like a hammerhead shark almost. She feels like she could just fly into a battlefield, and before you know it, she's used the two side fins there to slice a ship in half. Yeah, I don't know how to do an extreme amount of damage to her, but then come to think of it, she's got amazing shields. It wouldn't surprise me if she could just literally reinforce shields around the fins and slice another ship in half doing that. It'd be devastating on a battlefield. But then we got one of the bits that I really love about this ship. You see, let's focus in on the front of this ship. There is so much going on here. First of all, I like the fact it almost looks like a helmet, an alien helmet motif in some manner. The very top of it feels a bit like a bird's beak heading down, or more accurately, reminds me a lot of the songbird. Anyone wondering what the hell do I mean by the songbird? It isn't a Star Trek reference. That is actually a Bioshock, specifically Bioshock Infinite reference. And since that was one of my favourite characters of that game, it's nice to see an element of that. I know the element is probably completely unplanned. It just feels right to me. The white glow there makes it feel like a rigid feel of energy is going on at the front of the ship. Wouldn't surprise me if that's some manner of deflector going on. I like to think that what you're seeing there with the windows at the top is actually not the bridge or anything, but they're 10 forward and like, yes, we drink our stuff and enjoy the battle. Oh shit, we just blew that guy up. Ha! You suck. Yep, that's their 10 forwards. But moreover, the bit that I really like about it, if I just come up a little bit and then you sort of see it. Anyone else see it? No? Okay, let me put it another way then. Visor slit. Going nicely along the front there. Red visor slit for the eyes. Yellow mouth. Mardy, angry mouth. I'm going to destroy you because you called me Mardy. I swear, I've got to be careful what I say here, because what I actually see is the eyes is the yellow bit above the red. To me, that's where the eyes are. It's like, oh, I'm dealing with these kind of idiots again. Right, okay, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Thank you, done. Can I leave now? It's just the feeling I get from the Tzen'tar. It's one of those ships that is like, do I have to? Fine. There you go, dealt with. Can we go now? My only real nitpick I've got to put with this ship is the Tzenkethi are a combative, warlike culture in many ways. They definitely don't like the Klingons. So, considering this is one of their prized flagship type cruisers, powerful command dreadnought, why in that entire front fin, that is essentially the hammerhead to the ship, have we got windows going across the whole lot? Like literally the entire fin. It looks amazing. Looks absolutely stunning even. But those are windows, right? If those are windows, that's a lot of people being put directly in the line of fire. Then I have to raise a question to myself though. Are they windows? You see, for me, they naturally look like windows to me. And that's why I feel like the bit where my cursor is currently pointing at is also their 10 forward. Except there's a big issue with the ship. The ship is huge, bearing in mind. The ship is absolutely huge. And if we look back, we can see the size of the windows. Now, this is where my issue lies. There's all the windows along the side there. They're relatively small, aren't they? And, see, I know on the fin they're closer to us, but they're not that much closer. On the fin, they're a little bit bigger than they should be. Not by much, but a little bit. Then you got towards the back here, and this is where I really got confused, okay? Look along here. Entire strip. Same sort of window designs, but they are half the size of those windows. How big is this ship? Is it those windows that I'm calling windows at the moment are actually multiple decks? Like maybe 2 decks each. And these ones back here are just a single deck. Or what is going on with this ship? Someone forgot to check windows sizing on this ship before they put their windows in. But I guess I can't complain too much. Me, I might just be overthinking it. These might not even be windows at all. But from what I can tell at size and patterning, they look like they're windows to me. And for the love of mercy, I could not find the Z Films video for this ship. And I know if Z Films has done this video, he's bound to have done a video for this. He'd have got a good close-up of that whole bit. And that's what's driving me crazy. I've been trying to find that video. For some reason it wouldn't show up for me. And it would have been able to give me the answer as to whether or not those are windows there on the side. So, hell, if Z Film sees this, I really hope he can answer for me what sort of scale this ship is meant to be to. I will say this though. Either way, whether it's the first scale or the second scale, this ship is big and it feels it, which is probably the one thing when I first saw this ship introduced I was worried it wouldn't have, is that element or feeling of large and imposing, because it felt, just looking at the ship, despite the way it's built, it felt small, just like a huge front and very limited sides and rear. It's just like, oh, okay, it didn't feel small. It felt smallish. Sort of Galaxy class size. Yeah, okay, I just called the Galaxy class small. It didn't feel like a dreadnought. Let's put it that way, okay? So, I did have that initial uncertainty looking at the ship. Another bit of detailing I do want to play up on is the fins. So, not the fins themselves, but the black ceramic to the fins. Away from the hammerhead itself, this rear part, to me, that's something that adds to the elegant flow of the ship. Take the bit that I said looks like the Songbird's beak and head. That fins down quite nicely. It's almost, I'm going to use another game reference now, almost like a Zora's head. The way the Zora's head fins down towards the back. Or like a Twi'lek from Star Wars, except only one, not two. It's a nice feel and I think it goes smoothly into the ship. And the way the fins then come back as well, but they prong off just slightly, a little bit of sharpness to it. Just gives the ship an elegant flow, yet still maintains a sense of aggression to the ship. Something that I really did appreciate in its design upon first looking at it. Another thing that I didn't notice straight away, but did after getting the ship, is that beautiful underside design. So this whole ship has a sort of enhanced stand-up flow to it, and it uses the underside to really reinforce that. You've got the escape pods all underneath, but you've also got this sort of what I'm going to call pylons or stallions coming either side of a central sort of reserve or reservoir to the ship, and it gives a sort of organic feel to her. It makes her feel a little bit more alive, a little bit more pronounced. Definitely one of the finer details that I think a lot of ships, like the Voudoir Juggernaut or the STO's Tier 6 Jemadar Dreadnought Carrier, they're missing this kind of refinement to it. This ship really has something that gives the ship life, and I absolutely adore that. Finally, to bring up though, before we have a look at the shields, I want to just bring up the impulse array and possible warp grid. You see, I don't know on this ship where the warp begins and the impulse ends. The only thing I can assert to is, I would say these weird triangle segments at the rear, those are what I would probably say is the warp coils of some form. Or perhaps this is using a different variant technology, and it uses like some kind of ambient displacement, and the whole tail of this ship is to do with a warp grid. Because that would explain why, if you look back up at these fins, it looks like there's impulse arrays just hidden behind here. Yoink. Stop moving yourself, you goddamn camera. Because those yellows in the weird grills that have just piked off from the sort of midsection of the central hull definitely looks like impulse grids to me. No light comes from them, so I can only assume that they're just there for a bit of lighting and texture. I mean, it's right next to windows, so that would be a bit bad for the people that's on those decks. And maybe the dead center at the back is just the impulse array. Wouldn't explain why this ship is so maneuverable, but hey-ho. Another thing, because it's just keyed up to me a little bit, just gonna have a quick sight for it. So one thing I did notice on this ship, it's possible that these are the only real weapons displacements you get to see on the ship. Very tip ends of the hammerhead, you've got those weird off color, so those what I'm calling windows are a sort of gold yellow. Then you've got this reddish yellow going on the wingtips. Those I reckon are energy weapon arrays, because you also have, strangely, at a different angle on the ceramic, what I'm calling a ceramic, the black sent to the actual fins. Got it there as well. Then underneath the main, maybe the jaw piece, you got what looks like 4 emitters either side of it. Then you go to the back and it's those same kind of emitters, just a pair of them on either side. Plausibly to me, these could be the weapons grid. The only thing that's left for me then to wonder is where the devil are its torpedo launchers. Okay, I would be remiss if I didn't bother comment on this before we get to the last part. That bit of detailing, I love. You know, this bit where you've got this consistent animated pattern rotating inside the ship. STO has gotten quite good recently at putting in little secret details, little bits that are just consistently moving. My personal favourite is the actual impulse and warp drive of the Kataran escorts. But here on the Tzenkeths, these are just as nice. I would love to know what kind of pan that is actually going in there, get a nice close up zoom look at it, because they look damn nice. Oh, and I will say right now, if I do come across at some point, Zeph Films version or look at this ship. I'm going to link it in the description. It will be the thing at the top of the description. Just because I think we all need a proper, beautiful look at this ship. It is just that damn nice looking. I hit the shields. It's time to take a look at the shields. So, I'd be remiss if I didn't start with it. Remiss? Why have I used that word twice now? Why am I being followed by a goddamn Defiant class? Fuck off! Borg Vanity shields. This is a good thing I waited, isn't it? Oh, wow. Well, would you look at that? Ah, okay. Looks like that gridding that was down the side here has disappeared. No, I'm now 100% certain that these are windows, and whatever was going on down the side here, I will quickly unequip the shields. That pattern there, it's just texturing. They aren't windows. Positive of it now. 100% positive, thanks for that. Thank you, Borg Vanity Shield, for answering that question for me. One thing I'm really happy with is the actual standard paint job stayed. The bit that you can change the color of, so you can change the text color, the Tzenkethi text color, and the stripping color. So the pinstripes you can make, say, blue and the text red, for example. I like the fact that that's still there. And seeing as it is actually got the two shades of white used naturally on this ship, I'm pretty comfortable in saying that you can literally customize your Borg Vanity shield on these ships in the sense of the pinstriping. So that's a nice little touch. I hope that stays with the other shields too. Discovery Vanity shield. It stayed. Still there, and my word, that looks pretty damn good. Even with this kind of texturing, that bottom part just really stands out to me. It's a magnificent section of the ship, and I do love it. Only issue this ship has is the actual primary camera point for pivot is a little bit too high. I'd have lowered it down in the ship just a little bit, because its natural sitting point is really awkward when you start to rotate around. Face. Next up, guys, we have the Emperor's Vanity Shield. The Emperor's Vanity Shield. Sorry, I monked away from that. Whoa! Okay. Well, he's definitely angrier now. It's not a bad look. I do... Yes. Positive its impulse and warp at the back now. Really not sure what's going on with the rest of that then. It's a nice look. Let's have a look up here. Yeah. If that had changed colour, I'd have been slightly surprised, to be fair. Now we have the Fekari Vanity Shields. This one I wasn't actually really expecting to work well on the ship. And I guess it's not over the top amazing. But it ain't too bad. I can definitely live with it. The gold light trim at the bottom there is a little bit standoutish though. Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield time. Normally a washout. Jesus, look what it's done there. It's put the deflector pattern on something that, well, clearly wasn't a deflector, or I wouldn't have called it a deflector. And in there, Jesus Christ, and under there, wow, it's a washout. Look, it's just put weird element patterns where they really don't belong. Horrible. Section 31 Vanity Shield time. This one I don't expect to be good because the Section 31 Vanity Shield is relatively plain. And this ship's a bit big for something that's relatively plain. Yeah, it's a little bit too lacking in detail right now for me. Aegis covariant shields. I'll show it even though it's kind of boring. But hey, we'll see what it does for this ship. It should give some highlighted pinstripings around certain areas. While we're at it, brain-dead me will try to stop being so brain-dead and actually bring the keyboard this way so I can use it better. Wow, okay, that right there, that just destroyed the way the ship looks for me. It's weird how a simple out-of-place texture, like what it's got on the actual fins, can ruin the way a ship looks. It's simulated regenerative shield time. Now, we all know it's relatively basic in look and... God damn it. I actually approve of the simulated look here. Works quite well, I think. The green with the blue is a very weird mesh, but meshes well. However, what if we go for full assimilation time, people? Uh-oh. What? 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 I do apologize. We appear to have a bug. Originally, I was able to equip those, but apparently now I'm not able to equip them. They've equipped themselves somewhere else in their own desired manner. Bleeding things. I will sort this out. Hurry up and load, you're taking too fucking long. I'm so glad I can't actually see what it's changed at the moment on the ship, because I am unscripted for a reason. I like to show people my actual true first reaction to things. And, oh. And, yeah, if I see something before I get to record it up, it can throw me off. That's... okay. Oddly fits. Because it's sort of consumed the part but doesn't clash with the part in any spot. Yeah, it literally doesn't touch it. That fits really well there. Hello, deflector. Well, I know that the red strip now is the deflector on this ship. Hello. Pretty damn big deflector. Hello. Is it just me, or does the bit that's normally on the bit that you'd normally find on the nacelle is missing? I'm blind. Abadee, 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 abadee. No, it might actually be missing. If you've seen it, guys, please point it out to me and tell me that I'm a complete nibbling dumbbutt. But with that being said, interesting touch and look on the ship. Oh, God. How about we get to the next one? And of course, unequipped. And would you stay in my inventory, please, this time? Thank you. Bajoran time. Woo! Yeah, that's my answer to the Bajoran one. What the hell is this? There really ain't many escape pods on this ship, is there? Mind you, it's given more of a glow element underneath that I've now noticed a bit better. So that's something to it, I guess. Also makes that internal animated pattern stand out way more. Counter command covariant shields. What did it actually just change? Apart from all the green pinstripes, that's the bit on there. Oh, okay, I can see. Wow. The black of the counter command really blends in well with the blue. Maybe too well. Hard to spot it at first. Not a bad touch though. Gives a sort of... I don't know what the feel is to it. I want to say armoured. I'm going to go with armoured. A more armoured feel. More fortified feel. That's the term I'm looking for. Delta Alliance Unimatrix Shield Array. Looks like chaff. I mean, it's not that bad to be fair. Wait a second. Suddenly, this ship seems to be covered in phaser strips. Or is it just me? Come on, it's not just me, is it? This ship is now suddenly covered in phaser strips that definitely weren't there to begin with. Please tell me all these little points that are now showing up weren't there at first. Because otherwise I'm going to feel like a living idiot. What the hell's going on? Oh, thank God they weren't there. Whew. Now, Dyson Sphere. Come on, this has to look good. Ace turned all the blue white, kept the black. Ooh. Ace left the pinstriping there as per 4. Now, remember what I said about using the Andromeda or Corverse pattern? You can turn that black bit. It would be a dark colour, but any colour you wanted. So you could have that dark purple. You could have that red. You could have that gold. Have a blue, have a white to gold look going on. Have it a dark grey. I think I've got to get creative with this ship now. I'm not done yet. Back of the ship looks the best on this. I'm not gonna lie, I like the way it looks. Next up, should actually look really good on this ship considering its smoothness. The Iconian Resilient Shield Array. Wow, and it looks like absolute chaff. What the Sometimes you can get your hopes up and it just ends up looking horrendous. It's too bad because the Iconian shields are actually really good. Lucari on Tzenkethi. Well, there's a bit of an oxymoron that you wouldn't expect, isn't it? And awkwardly looks really good. Lucari and Tzenkethi, you guys should go in together and build ships. Apparently they'll look amazing. Lucari, you can actually get some good aggressive ships then. You might be able to defend yourselves. Goddamn booms. Now we're looking at the Mako Resilient Shields. So I should probably reiterate that the last shields were called the mouthful Lucari Restoration Intuitive Regenerative Shields Array. Where these ones that we're currently using are referred to as the Mako Resilient Shield Array. Which changes just about what you'd expect it to change. Looks pretty good, I'll give it that. Adds a bit of tone to the ship just to add a little bit more of a high-tech feel without taking away from its original beauty and aesthetic, so I can approve of this one. Next up, Nakara Crystalline Resilient Shields, aka the Folian Shields. Wow. Well, okay. God damn. I mean, I know Folians and Tzenkethi both use Tetrion weapons, but I wasn't expecting their weapons, their visuals to work so great with each other. I do approve massively. Romulan Advanced Prototype Covariant Shields. Not expecting this to look good. Doesn't look good. At least not to me. Yeah, the olive green just clashes way too much with the navy blue of the Tzenkethi. I reckon if it was a... Oh no! That's actually just got my hopes up for the Riemann one now. Time for Temporal Defense Intuitive Regenerative Shield Array. More mouthful to be had. Oh, I'm sorry. The front of the ship it just made. It shouldn't because it's 6 but not 3. But the first thing I thought there was Brainiac. DC be damned. Oh. Or maybe Technovore. There we go. We got Technovore from Luminum, Iron Man, and Marvel. I like that more. Shush, I'm a Marvel person. Blah. I'm actually not either. It's an intuitive look to the ship. Go to the shields, but I really don't like the way the sort of rainbow coloration effect looks. It just doesn't feel right on this ship, to be fair. Now this one, Terran Task Force Covariant Shield Array. Really am expecting this to be good. And it's pretty nice. Pretty damn good looking, I will say. Trash bin time, aka dielectric oscillating resilient shields, aka the Breen, aka the worst one ever. Oh my word. I swear, I don't know what Cryptic was thinking giving us this, when they gave us this shield aesthetic. I know what they're thinking everyone will appreciate the extra hole look. But seriously, the Breen look just doesn't work off of anything that isn't Breen. And this is just no change. No, literally, yeah, no difference. Jem'Hadar Resilient Shields. Last but not least, and expecting to be very nice. Oh yes, that is exactly what I was looking for. And I mean, damn, just look at it. It feels right. Equipped it with Polar One weaponry and it'll be... Actually, no, Tetrion weaponry is blue, isn't it? What am I talking about? Jem'Hadar weapons fire blue. It works great. Love it. Shush. I'm saying nothing. No more, no less. Never. But no, seriously, it's a great looking ship from the looks of this. I am very much liking the Jem'Hadar in total on this ship. But this one I'm looking forward to. Come on. Riemann prototype, advanced prototype variant shields. And it does not disappoint. Feels like it's come straight out of Star Wars at this moment. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is my ship. This is my ship. She looks awesome. I love this ship's design. No matter what you do with this ship, she's gorgeous. Probably, no, definitely one of my favorite looking ships within Star Trek Online. And artistic style, Star Trek Online, I've got to give you a... I'm going to say 9 out of 10. Just because the one thing I've not commented on is that it does have a bulbous feel to it. And I don't like bulbous. But the ship still has such a fluid and sleek feel to it at the same time. An aggressive nature to it that it still scores highly with me. I love this ship. And I would really love to know what you guys think of this ship. What do you think about the way she looks? Do you reckon any other Tzenkethi ships look better? I mean, I certainly think a certain one looks the best, but unfortunately I don't have it. Otherwise, I would be singing its praises right now, the little flying saucer, for goddamn. But guys, to my very generous supporters via donations and Patreon, guys, a huge thank you to you for supporting this channel and helping keep Shadowstar and Mysterious V Shadowstar going. To everyone that's watched the end of this video, to you guys as well, a huge thank you for the support. And if you do wish to support this channel, either via donation or continuing viewing, check out the description below. There are links down there with two means to support via donation, and, well, I'll say two means of social media. You can follow us on Twitter or follow us on Discord. Plenty goes on Discord. I'm always bugging my nose in there to see how everyone's doing, and I make sure to always share every video and stream announcement to let you guys know what I'm up to. So Discord is definitely a good place to be. But guys, this being said, thank you for watching, and until next time, live long and prosper. Oh, and let's not forget, as Picard likes to say, engage.